So the new map pool has been released for a little while, and we've been hard at work trying to work out the best way to create your walls. So today we're going to be focusing on the Protoss pieces. I'm going to be showing you how to make your wall offs against your Zerg players in all of the maps in the new map pool as of late. So let's get started with Abyssal Reef. So what you're going to want to do is grab one of your little proby fellas, come down to the low ground and chill out right here. Step 1 is going to be to make a pylon and line it up with this ledge right here. The next step is you want to move 3 spaces over to your right. Now this will mean that you're going away from the rock, so 3 spaces, we've lined it up, so we go 1, 2, 3, pop that down right there. Once that is done, you want to be dropping down 3 3x3 buildings. We want one right there, one right there, and one right there. By placing them in this order, you can stick your little probe in right around this position right next to the pylon, and this will complete your entire wall off. Pretty simple on this one, so you want to line it up with the ledge, go 3 spaces in, you've got 1 against the wall, 2 at the rocks, and that one is completed. Nice and simple. Let's move on to the next map. Next, we have Belshi Vestige. This map here is a little bit more intricate to wall off, as our base has so much more space. Our ramp is huge, the choke point is massive. So what you're going to want to do, pylon positioning. So what you're going to want to do is line up your pylon so it's just not touching this little gap here. So if it's just not touching, we're in a really, really good spot. Then what you want to do is you want to move 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4 over this direction and pop it down right there. Next, what you're going to want to do is place 3 3x3 buildings. One will go right about here, right about here, and right about here. And what you'll find is with these positionings right there, we'll have a complete wall off on Belshi Vestige with the pylon placed in the middle. That one also pretty done and dusted. Next on the list, we have Newkirk Precincts. So what you're going to want to do with pylon placement is find the ledge. So here we can't put the pylon either way. We're going to have to go 1 down and we're going to go 3 across. 1, 2, 3, and pop it down right there. Once that is completed, we're going to want to stick a gateway in here, another one right about there, and a third one right where it does, right where it fits, yeah, right there, on the ledge. So that's 3 buildings right really close. The only thing is on this map, you're also going to need to put down another pylon up the top in order to complete that wall off completely. But there it is, all done and dusted. Next we have, I think it's called Palidro Drive or something along those lines. For pylon, we're going to want to stick it right next to this little geyser here. Pop it right down there. This one's a bit of a weird wall off, but we're going to try to explain how it exactly works. Okay, so gateway placement. You want to bring it right out to the edge here. As you can see, with this, there's an invisible kind of, I'm not sure what it is here, that you can't quite get past it, so you can plot a gateway right down there. Also, you're going to want to stick a gateway right above here where you can't, on the very edge of where this pylon power field is. And then the one other building you're going to need is another pylon, 1 space away from that gateway, and you have yourself a wall off up on the top side. It's a really, really strange one, but it works quite well. And the thing is, with this gap here, you can defend your 3rd base quite easily, quite comfortably, and you should be okay. Next on the list, we have Proxima Station. So this one here, you're going to want to place your pylon on the innermost side of your gas geyser. Next on the list, you're going to want to place your gateway right about here. So this will also be against the gas geyser there. Your next gateway will be simply right below it, 1 space away from the ledge down here. And your third, just to wall off this area back here, is going to be yet another 3x3 building to block off that area there. And there we have it, yet another wall off with the gap down here on the low ground. Next on the list is going to be Cactus Valley. This one you want to be placing your pylon one square connected to the high ground here. So as you can see, it's connected to these couple of rocks down on the bottom side. And on the inside, you want it to be connecting to these little rocks right here. These little ones right there. If it connects to there, you'll be in a really, really good spot. So I'll position that pylon right there. Once again, you're going to be needing 3x3 buildings. We want to be placing one right on the edge of this rock form here. And the second one we positioned one square away as close to the edge as possible. And that there, my friends, is your very simple, very standard, very easy, very nice wall off. That is it, done and dusted. Okay, so last but not least is going to be honor grounds. What you're going to do for pylon placement is you're going to grab your pylon field and you're going to make it so that the power field is just not touching the edges of the ramp. Next, we'll be placing two 3x3 structures. One will be placed right against the ramp, and one will be placed not directly next to it, but one gap in. Because the third one will be placed down here on the lower side, and if you leave it one gap forward, you will have yourself a little tiny gap down here on the low ground, and that will be your wall off done and dusted. So there we have it, your little wall off extravaganza today. I've gone through all the new maps and how to position your pylons, how to position your gateways and or cyber cores. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you'd like to support further than YouTube, I have my Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and Facebook all down in the description down below. Check those out. But as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.